my wife and I don't have a ton of sex.
Okay.
But a couple months ago, I went on a trip with my family, and she stayed home. And the night before I left, she threw down with a vigor that I haven't experienced in a long time. She was pretty crazy, you know, gave me the best blowjob I've had in a while.
Respect.
She was very enthusiastic, and we were very into it. And I'm just wondering, how do I get that same energy without constantly having to go on trips by myself?
This guy's about to be dealt a fucking double diamond platinum medallion.
Go on trips by myself, or making her abandonment issues worse.
Interesting.
For context, she told me what every guy wants to hear during, and she said, do whatever you want to me. And I was so taken aback that the only thing I could think of was to do some finger stuff with her butt. And afterwards, she even said, that's all you had.
Damn, bro.
I'd like
Holy
another chance
shit.
to prove myself.
I got other stuff. Gulp.
To prove myself, but I just don't know how to get that energy from her without, you know, leaving.
Well,
all
I'm
the
sort
time.
of understanding why.
So yeah, any advice you have would be great. Love the new weight loss series. I hope it works this time.
Okay.
Okay,
maybe
what
if
the
it
heck?
doesn't, you should.
Well, I'm glad you can't fuck your
get
wife,
some
pal.
PEDs.
I'm glad you somehow got cucked just by your wife's expectations.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, fucking Pinky, do whatever you want. One knuckle in her ass. Fucking amateur. Learn how to fuck your wife, chief. Hey, I hope that works next time, too. I hope your fucking wife comes next time, too, you fucking animal. Go ahead, I'll just finish this fucking thing.
And maybe if it doesn't, you should get in some PEDs and get zemped up. And
how about
you and Foley can have your own weight loss challenge.
What are you fucking
Anyway,
talking about?
Thanks.
This is
add
why
that
you're
on?
blowing it.
Why do you add
This
that
is
on
why
there?
you're blowing it with your wife, man. Your general lackadaisical demeanor. You have honestly no. She clearly wanted to be dominated, and all you could think of was a fucking thumb in her ass, which is standard stuff, man.
And he also, the problem with me with that was that he said, put it in her butt. Like, if you're saying butt instead of fucking fingered or fucking ass, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta fucking man up. Maybe if you want her to be more energetic, then fucking do this to her. Out of nowhere, fucking start fooling around with her and be aggressive. I think she sounds like she wants that.
It does feel like she wants some aggression here. And also, like, you know, in the...
That's all you got?
That's all you got from your
if
wife.
my boyfriend said that, I would myself. That's all you got? I'd be like, what?
But I have to say, it is like, that's one thing, like, to get it from a woman who was like totally subservient to you is actually devastating on levels. Where it's like I've definitely hooked up with people where I was like, oh man, this really is more of a challenge. You know, where they're like they're like submissive, but like also like out of their fucking minds a little bit. And it's like, or they were like really nice, and then it's like this fucking crazy. And I do feel like, oh, I have to like really fuck the shit out of this person, or I'm like embarrassing myself.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a challenge where it's that's all you got is like, you could have done anything, and it's just like, that would truly,
But what more really can you do when somebody asks? Would she want to be slapped or choked?
Probably
maybe?
slapped, choked, fuck her mouth in a wild way. Fucking toss her around. It's just more of
Change
an
the
animal.
position pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's just more of a like, it's an energy thing, and this guy is so low energy. Like, that's the thing. It's like you want to be ravenous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he doesn't seem like. He's just like, golly, that was a nice beeger. You know what I mean? Like, you have a little bit too aw shucks energy, and that's the problem here. Is that like my knee jerk reaction when he's like, how do I get this out of my wife? Is like, why are you asking us? Why aren't you asking your wife?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
and change things up a bit more. Don't just when you're leaving. Clearly, not a lot's happening in this relationship. That you leaving is getting her going, ooh, something different. Like maybe do some other shit.
Yeah, maybe she wants you to, like, you should talk to her about it. You should be like, that was fucking sick. It caught me a little off guard. I'd love to, you know, like, how can we get in that zone more? That was awesome. Now, the problem is.
You brought up your weight loss.
No. The problem is that, like, unfortunate, like, in some instances, probably what she wants is for him to just take control. Yeah. Right? Like, and so meekly asking, how do I get head like that again? Like, might not do it.
No. That's not a turn on.
But at the same time, communication is important, right?
Yes.
So it's like, you should say, like, hey, that was, you know, you can talk to her about it, and then once you know for sure what she wants, that's when you have to, like, spring into action, right? Yeah. Like, and yeah, I would say, like, you gotta, it sounds like she wants you to really get in the zone a little bit more. So and all the other thing that sometimes with these sex questions that people miss out on is, like, you know, this can be a symptom of other shit. Like, what's your relationship like? Yeah. Like, does she respect you as a man? Like, how are you like, are you, like, you know, are you like, all this shit that, like, affects a relationship? Do you pull your weight around the house? Do you like all this other, all that stuff goes into sex. So it's like,
and also, like, if you leaving, like, is he just home all day, all the time, just sitting around like an idiot? And then the second he gets up to leave, she's like, like, there's got to be something else there.
Yeah, is she cheating on you? You went on a trip. She's like, I got to practice these new moves for my fucking boyfriend, so I'm going to practice them on my fucking cuck husband. Is that what happened? Who's to say? But no, I think you have to, like, have a little discussion, and then, like, you got to be a little more assertive, in my opinion.
Yes, a lot of this comes from way more of a discussion. I think that a lot of people are scared to have, which is strange. But
yeah, you could just, and you don't want it to be, you want it to happen when it's not, the vibes are not sexual at all. You want it to, you want to separate the act. You don't want to be turned on and be like, so what do you want me to do? Because that's you know what I mean? Like, that sucks, you know, when you're in the zone. You want this to be like a cold, rational discussion of what you want in this area of your life. And then when it's actually fuck time, you just want to take those lessons
and just fucking apply them. Ravish her.
Yeah. Do your best, buddy.
Ravish.
Do your best.